All right, and today I am joined by probably someone that I'm more excited about meeting than most everyone else, at least when it comes to my coworkers, because Jason Ritter is joining us now, and he is the voice of a character in a movie that I watch at least 400 times a day. How are you doing, Jason?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good. I mean, I know you know exactly what I'm talking about because you have a young daughter. She's just over a year old, if I do the math right. And so you know that as a parent, you end up watching the movie your child is interested in over and over and over again. And one of the first movies my daughter ever loved was the original Frozen. So we were so excited for this one to come out. And there was so much pressure, I think, for this one to be just as good, if not better, than the first one. And I think it delivered. It's an incredible, incredible film.
Oh, thank you so much. I had the same nervous feeling about it. But yeah, I was so excited that it seemed to be really embraced by people who loved the first one. And, you know, I felt like all the filmmakers tried to honor the love of the first one and take it to a new place. And we're so happy that everyone went along with us.
Yeah, and they introduced some new characters, including yours. You play Ryder, kind of the people lost in the enchanted forest. And that was such a fun character, I think, because it gave Kristoff a friend.
Yeah. I mean, Kristoff has spent a lot of his time out in the snow with Sven. And he's, you know, I think that's a really important, great relationship. But I also think it's nice to have some human friends, especially some human friends who also understand your bond with Reindeer. Ryder also enjoys talking for Reindeer, and yeah, they get along great. I think it's nice for Ryder too to have a new friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's just been with his family and
and Reindeer
for many years.
Yeah, and I love that scene. That scene with Kristoff and the reindeer, where it's sort of like a throwback to an 80s rock and roll video, like music video from MTV.
Oh my gosh.
That killed me as a parent, because the kids don't understand, but of course the parents get it.
I know. It's so amazing. Every time I watch that, I see a new thing. He walks up to a pine cone and sings into it like it's one of those big mics. It's so brilliant. And Jonathan Groff kills it.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. I'm watching him in Mindhunters right now. And so many of you guys that do the voice acting in this are incredibly accomplished. You're an Emmy-nominated actor yourself. I wanted to ask you, you know, for a long time, I don't think people took voice acting as serious as they do now. And now it's a huge honor to be a part of these films that are a part of our childhood, are part of our kids' lives, a part of our lives, just because we watch them so many times with our kids. What's it like doing voice acting versus doing stage acting or quote, regular acting, if you will?
It's strange. It's its own animal completely. You know, with a play or any other live action thing, you're talking to other actors. You're in the room with objects. You have a costume on there. There's a lot more energies on set. It's very strange to just kind of be in a room by yourself and you know, have the directors go, okay, so he's kind of saying this thing, and you can see the lines, but you won't hear it. You just have your side of the conversation, and then they knit together the conversation, and it's magical. It's amazing to see your voice get to go on this adventure that you didn't get to go on. Usually you're right there with it, but it's fun to see a whole beautiful new world. Yeah,
it's like the puzzle pieces all getting put together. Yeah, and when do you guys all meet, all the actors that do the voices? When do you, like you and Jonathan Groff, and when do you all get together and actually see each other for the first time? Is it when the movie actually premieres?
For me, it was. I missed a couple of, there were a couple cast and crew screenings that I was out of town for. So, yeah, I mean, the first time I met Jonathan Groff was at the night of the premiere, after the movie. Oh, wow. Yeah, it was totally separate, and he's the person that I talked to the most in the movie. So, and I met Rachel Matthews, who plays Honeymarin, my sister. I met her about 6 or 7 months into recording, just randomly at a party.
That's really
so,
cool.
Yeah, it's strange. You're kind of all separately doing your thing,
Your own
and
thing, yeah.
the wizards at Disney are putting it all together.
Well, they are wizards because that movie is so good. The music is so incredible. We sing Into the Unknown off key all day, every day in my home. So thank you for that, my poor husband.
Absolutely.
But my last question I have to ask Jason. They kind of left you with the teaser at the end. Can we see a Frozen 3? Is there one in the works? What's the deal?
I have no actual knowledge about this. But just as a Frozen fan, I can't imagine they wouldn't want to make a third one. It was so much fun. Trilogies are great.
Yeah.
Trilogies are fun. You
3 is the
can
perfect
sell
number.
a little box set afterwards.
There you go.
You know, I think that these characters will be seen again.
Yeah, well,
somewhere.
I loved the addition of Ryder. I thought he was a breath of fresh air, and I loved the bromance between him and Kristoff. Thank you so much, Jason, for joining us, and continue the great work. I know you do all kinds of incredible things in TV, Netflix, off-Broadway, so we're so glad to have you here with us today.
Thank you so much for letting me come on.
Okay, we're back.
Doug's distracting us. Doug, we're trying to do a show here. He was great.
He was very.
I know,
loved
he's
his
so
mood.
sweet.
He was
Yes.
so giggly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, hi, Doug. We're
Doug.
doing a program here.
Yes,
Oh, sorry.
we're on the
Yeah,
air.
we're live. What did